whenever people ask me if I can give them just one tool, and I'm like, I want to give you all the tools, I always say self-compassion because I really think that it is just this foundational thing that makes so many other things that we want for ourselves, both personally and professionally, possible.
Welcome back to our Happy Rainmakers video series where point one can make a difference. I'm really happy to be joined today by Jordana Confino, who is the founder and CEO of JC Coaching and Consulting. Welcome, Jordana.
Thank you so much, Jen. I am so excited to be with you today.
This may put you on the spot a bit, but I notice a lot of the lawyers I work with have given up on their personal relationships because they've thrown themselves into being the best lawyer they can be 24/7.
I so understand, and that was me. Oh my gosh, I was so lonely. It physically hurt, and it becomes a chicken and egg thing because you become so consumed with work, there's no space for anything else. But then you have nothing else, so the work is your entire identity, and round you go. What I would say is imagine yourself as a little child at such a young age that it was before the deep-rooted perfectionism and need to contort yourself to please and perform came in. And imagine that 2-year-old is coming to you saying, I'm weak, I'm lazy, I'm not good enough, I'm a failure. What would you say to them? And I actually keep a picture of myself on my desk for this reason. What would you say to them in those instances? Or even if you have a pet, whatever it is, what would you say to them? Because the truth is that most people are way harsher on themselves than they would be to literally anyone else. And what I will say is self-compassion actually will help you create space for other relationships too. And so I think that might feel scary right now, so don't worry about that part. But I will just say that whenever people ask me if I can give them just one tool, and I'm like, I want to give you all the tools, I always say self-compassion because I really think that it is just this foundational thing that makes so many other things that we want for ourselves, both personally and professionally, possible.
Well, it sounds like recognizing it and having some self-compassion get you pretty far along in dealing with perfectionism and the bad result that it could have. Is this a long-term process? Is this something that takes a whole lifetime to get rid of because it took a whole lifetime to develop?
So I will say my blog is basically says it all. It's Chronicles of a Recovering Type A+ Perfectionist, which is really me, to an essence. And I started here. Perfection, total recovery is up here. I'd say today I'm here, or maybe here. And some days I'm here, and some days I'm here, some days I'm here. And it is a concerted, continuing effort because when I stop practicing these skills, and they're skills that require maintenance. And then when life gets really stressful, I get tightened up again and I see myself coming back down, but I know how to get myself out. And what I will say is that every millimeter of progress, oh my God, just pays off in dividends in terms of how much you get back personally, professionally, mentally, physically, emotionally, in every way. And so some people might hear like, oh, you work your whole life and you're only 70 or 80% of the way there. And what I want to say is like 0.5% is worth it. And you can if you make a concerted effort of this consistently, you will notice a difference very, 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 very quickly, astoundingly quickly, like a couple of weeks. It takes time. It's so worth it though.
It sounds like it. So for anyone who is recognizing themselves in what you've been talking about, they should take a look at your blog and get in touch with you to see if you might be able to work together. I imagine that there are some law firms that want this for the people that work there. There's some very well-meaning law firms who aren't trying to cause perfectionism, who are just, trying to develop their associates and young partners, and maybe they may need you as well.
absolutely, and it's really wonderful. The recent study is helping, but there's law firms that are understanding, oh, we want sustainable high performance, we want sustainable excellence, and toxic perfectionism is actually undercutting that. And so it is encouraging to see more individuals and organizations coming forward saying this is something that we want to focus on. And what I will just say is if anyone can learn and to rein in toxic perfectionism, or if I can do it, anyone can do it. That is what I meant to say, because I really was that far in the other direction.
Well, I think there's so much hope in what you've said, and I'm so happy that you were able to explain that. But anybody who's been watching these videos and needs a little bit more help can follow up with you. There's a lot of information below our video. And thank you so much for helping lawyers to have a sustainable practice instead of burning out.
Oh, it's my pleasure. As you can probably tell, this is a topic I'm mildly obsessed with. And so, anyone who this resonates with, I would be delighted to chat with you. And there's also a bunch of just free resources on my website as well. And
Thank you.
thank you so much for this conversation, Jen.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you.